Exercise, an important topic.
Why is it that as a nation, Americans are getting fatter and fatter, yet they continually exercise less? According to Healthland, 1 in 10 premature deaths are caused by a lack of exercise. In college, I see people every day that ride the bus to their class or they ride the elevator to their dorm, which is a problem because in college kids are particularly prone to gaining weight because of the prevalence of food everywhere. So these shortcuts to exercise are causing them to harm their own body. Unfortunately, researchers have concluded that high schoolers exercise more than college students. In a study by the Journal of American College Health, they found that 65% of high schoolers reported regular vigorous activity, while only 38% of college students report regular vigorous activity. In high school, many kids play varsity sports, but in college, many kids don't participate in varsity sports because it's a big time commitment and it's extremely hard to get onto. And although this reasoning is correct, there are many other recreational organizations and club sports that kids can join, especially with there being 49 club sports offered at UNC. With so much free time to do things in college, it's easy to find a club sport that you love. Moving on to the topic about exercise and stress. Around exam time every year, kids become very stressed studying for the exams and writing all their final papers. So exercise has been proven to reduce stress. In the Harvard School of Health lists several reasons why exercise can relieve stress. The first reason exercise can relieve stress is because it releases endorphins. These feel-good transmitters can improve people's mood. One other reason that exercise relieves stress is that it can improve self-confidence, which lowers anxiety levels and depression levels. And one other reason that exercise relieves stress is because it builds connections with other kids. If you join a sports team, then you are able to build relationships with other people. And college can be a stressful time if you don't make friends quickly, and joining a sports team is able to drastically improve your chances of making really good friends. Moving on to the topic about exercise and sleep. College students are some of the most sleep-deprived kids in the nation. People are recommended to get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night, but in a study by the University of Cincinnati, college students reported that they get less than 7 hours of sleep on average every night. This is a problem because, especially with college students, this hinders them because sleep is important for improving memory and concentration. And in a study by Northwestern University, they found that sleep and exercise improves sleep quality, alertness when they're awake, and can give them more energy to do tasks during the day. If you look around the campus, you'll see that the club and the varsity athletes are some of the most fit people around the campus. This is because exercise is essential for maintaining health. Therefore, a major issue is getting people to have the motivation to exercise and continue to exercise daily. On a side note, going to the gym is one of the major New Year's resolutions for people. However, after a few months, you'll see most of these people stop that resolution and begin to remain in their sedentary lifestyle. In a study in an online poll by the Washington Post, 14% of people reported that exercise is their New Year's resolution. However, after only 3 months, 50% of these people dropped out of their resolution to exercise more. And along these same lines, many people stop to exercise because they set unrealistic goals. People set impossible goals to reach, so they are disappointed when they fail. And this disappointment ultimately leads them to stop to exercise. In exercise, simplicity is the key. So if you set little specific goals instead of complicated goals, you'll feel like you're getting a lot more accomplished. The 2008 Physical Activity Guidelines for Americans reported that 2.5 hours of exercise is recommended every day. However, many people don't get this because they don't have a desire to exercise. So one of the main things that we need to do is find out how to get people motivated to exercise. And doing the following steps can help people have the motivation to have a lifetime continuance of daily exercise. One of the main things that is needed is finding the right activity for you to do. There are two types of motivation, intrinsic and extrinsic, that are important when deciding which exercise activity to pursue. Intrinsic motivation, intrinsically motivated people are motivated by factors such as competence and enjoyment, while extrinsically motivated people are motivated by things such as body image and fitness level. Intrinsically motivated people should participate in group sports, while extrinsically motivated people should participate in more solo sports like going to the gym. However, intrinsically motivated people are more likely to continue an exercise because they find enjoyment in the sport itself. Another of the important things when deciding an exercise regimen is that it must be fun. In one study by 3 psychology professors, males aged 16 to 25 cited competition as their most important reason to exercise. Since men find competition enjoyable, they should participate in organizations that play games or play pickup games. And since there's so many organizations that do this, many people can find the right fit for them if they so desire. The only problem is that they have to put in the work to find those organizations that they like. Another important thing to do in having an exercise regimen is that it must be planned. You have to have a time of day that you're going to do it, an activity that you're going to do, and a place to do it, or else you're going to go through the entire day planning to exercise, but then the hours are going to go away and you're not going to have the time to exercise, and you're going to put it off to the next day, and the same thing is going to happen the next day. An important thing that I have found is having a partner to exercise with. This is important because you're much more likely to skip out on exercise if you have no one counting on you. In one study by Indiana University, married couples that did not exercise together had a 40% dropout rate, while couples that did exercise together only had a 6% dropout rate. It shows that if you really want to exercise a lot and continue to exercise, then you should have a partner because you're much more likely to do it anyways because you don't want to disappoint them. In conclusion, although exercise is an essential need to stay healthy and live longer, many people view exercise as a choice instead of a necessity. These people need to stop doing this because it's harming their health and mental well-being. And if you follow the steps that I outlined in the talk, then you'll have much more likely chance of exercising daily. I'm Andrew Garcia, and this has been my TED Talk.